In 2010, construction crews were rebuilding the World Trade Center. 20 feet down, they hit something solid, not concrete, not bedrock, the hull of an 18th century warship, a gunboat, built during the American Revolution, buried for over 200 years, directly beneath the most famous disaster site in American history. And it wasn't the first ship they had found there. But before I continue, I want to know something. If you have ever visited the World Trade Center, did you know there was a buried ship beneath your feet? Let me know in the comments. July 2010. Workers excavating the new World Trade Center complex hit a wooden hull 20 feet below Washington Street. Archaeologists move in. The lower half of the vessel is intact. Keel, frames, planking, all still there after more than 2 centuries in the ground. At first they think it is a Hudson River sloop, a cargo or ferry boat, common 18th century rivercraft, but the more they dig, the stranger it gets. Because this is not a cargo boat. The hull lines don't match any river vessel. What they are looking at is a warship, and the weapons inside are about to tell them exactly where it came from. Tucked between the ship's frames and planking, not in the hold but sealed inside the hull's structure, the team finds ordnance, cannonballs, grape shot, musket balls, and one small object that stops everything, a pewter button, the number 52 pressed into the metal. The 52nd Regiment of Foot, British Army, active in New York in 1778. But before New York, Philadelphia, part of the British occupation during the Revolution. Tree ring analysis confirms it. The timber came from forests near Philadelphia, felled after 1773. Researchers believe the gunboat was built around 1775 by Americans to defend the Delaware River. The British took Philadelphia in 1777. Somewhere in that chaos, the gunboat changed hands. Think about what this ship went through. Built by Americans to fight the British, captured by the very enemy it was designed to stop, sailed thousands of miles, down the American coastline, possibly into the Caribbean, and back up again. A British regimental button left inside the hull. Shipworms from tropical waters eating into the timber. By the time it reached Manhattan, it had already lived several lifetimes. Nobody knows exactly how it ended up in the shallows. No record, no log. Just a rotting hull that someone decided it was more useful as landfill than as a ship. By the 1790s it was done, decommissioned, forgotten. Someone ran what was left into the Manhattan shallows and filled the hull with rubble. It sat there untouched for 220 years, through the construction of the original Twin Towers, through September 11th, 2001, through 15 years of rebuilding, until a backhoe hit it in 2010. But the 2010 gunboat isn't the most mysterious ship found here, because 94 years earlier, in 1916, another crew found something in exactly the same spot, and what they found has never been fully explained. 1916, workers digging the new subway line hit a ship's hull 20 feet below Greenwich Street, right next to where the World Trade Center would one day stand. The foreman contacts every historian and archaeologist in New York City. Every single one says no. So the foreman does it himself. He and his crew wrestle the timbers out of the tunnel wall. The wreck fights them the whole way. The foreman is convinced the rest of the hull is still back there, just beyond reach. They recover a section of keel, 3 frames, and a Dutch axe head found in the timbers. Nearby, a cannon marked with the initials VOC. The Dutch East India Company. The fragments go into storage. In 1955, radiocarbon dating gives a date range, 1590 to 1640. That date means one thing, the Tiger. In 1613, a Dutch trading ship called Tiger was moored in Manhattan harbour, loaded with furs and ready to sail home. Then it caught fire, burned to the waterline. The captain, Adrian Block, and his crew escaped to shore. They spent the winter on Manhattan, built a new ship from scratch, and eventually made it back to the Netherlands. Tiger stayed where it sank. 342 years later, the radiocarbon date comes back for the 1916 wreck, 1590 to 1640. The frames are charred black, a Dutch axe head, a VOC cannon, For decades the case seems closed. That subway wreck is Tiger. Then a Dutch underwater archaeologist looks at the actual remains and starts asking uncomfortable questions. The construction method is wrong. Dutch ocean-going ships of the early 17th century had specific frame sizes, specific keel joints. This wreck does not match any of it. It looks more like a river craft than an Atlantic vessel. The VOC cannon, it dates to roughly 100 years after Tiger sank. Almost certainly unrelated, just another object in the landfill. And the radiocarbon date? 1955 was the early days for that technology. The margin of error could be decades. So Tiger remains missing, and the 1916 wreck remains unidentified. The Museum of the City of New York holds the fragments. A new dendrochronology study is planned. The same tree ring method that cracked the 2010 Gunboat. If the wood predates 1613, it is Tiger. If it does not, this gets a lot more interesting. So why are there ships under Lower Manhattan at all? Manhattan's shoreline used to be smaller. The southern tip was shallow mudflats, too shallow for merchant ships to dock. So for centuries, the colonists filled it in. Rubble, timber, broken vessels. Everything went into the mud, pushing the shoreline further out year after year. By 1818, what was once open water was dry land, the land that became the World Trade Center. Every ship down there was a building block, a Revolutionary War gunboat, possibly a 1613 Dutch explorer's vessel, a VOC cannon, an anchor, a smaller ship found in the 1960s that nobody bothered to document, all of it under one of the most famous addresses in the world. The 2010 Gunboat is now on display at the New York State Museum in Albany, one of the only surviving American-built Revolutionary War gunboats ever identified. The 1916 ship is still waiting for its answer, and the foreman in 1916 was certain the rest of that hull was still in the wall. It could still be down there, 20 feet below Lower Manhattan, waiting. And here's the part that should bother you a little. These two ships were found because construction crews happened to dig in exactly the right spots. The 1916 subway line, the 2010 foundation work, two tiny slices of a site that covers acres of landfill, built up over 200 years. Every time New York digs somewhere new in Lower Manhattan, there's a chance they hit something else. Another ship, another cannon, another piece of a story nobody's told yet. Most of it will never be found, not because it isn't there, but because nobody's digging there anymore. It's sealed under skyscrapers, subway tunnels, one of the most secure sites on the planet, an unexcavated shipyard, hidden in plain sight, right beneath one of the busiest places on Earth. So what else do you think is still down there?